when you have the stream up. I'm just gonna try in the meantime to clean up a little bit. Um, oh, it's already up? Well, let me just do this really quick. Um, Momo's new food just came by FedEx. And I was saying to my mom, like, I wish I had bought from this place in the first place. I bought from this place this time because they're the only place that had like a big 1 pound package. So they also had free shipping. It didn't say how long it would take, so I assumed it would be a long time. So I got it and I paid the same amount as I paid for the little one with 2 day shipping before because I was trying to get it as soon as possible because that was when he wasn't eating. Um, so that cost me the same amount because the shipping was like $20 or something, $15, $20, as just getting a big bag sent with free shipping, and it arrived the next day. Like, I ordered it yesterday. Because this morning when I woke up, it said, your order is confirmed. And then I got it this afternoon, so that was fast. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. But, yeah, he's been extremely picky lately, so he's been doing this thing where if there's any leftovers of the food, he won't eat it, like, after 10 minutes or something if it's been sitting out. So, like, I have to dump out all this food from yesterday, because sometimes I would be able to, like, add some fresh stuff and mix in a little bit of the old stuff and get him to eat it that way so I didn't waste any, because I just had a tiny bag of it that cost me a lot of money. But, I just got a big bag, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I can just dump out any of the stuff that he decides he doesn't want to eat because he's being picky. Which is an entire plate full, which is very frustrating because I had very little left and I thought it was going to take like a whole week to get that in the mail. So I was trying to get him to eat his leftovers yesterday and he just refused. But yeah, like ever since we went to the hospital, he's been more and more picky because there was like one morning that I didn't feed him, and so then after that he's just gotten extremely picky, so I can't do that again, essentially. So I'm just dumping this out into the compost. Are you still there, or did my internet die? Okay, cool. I couldn't tell. So this all got wasted. It's fine. Because it'll just make the dirt nice and nutritious for the squirrels or whatever. Actually, maybe I should have just left it and put it in the thing where the bird feed is and the squirrels could have eaten it. I don't know if squirrels like hay. I'm sure it would be very, if they do like hay, it's got like all kinds of vitamins and stuff, I imagine. I mean, I know it does, I imagine squirrels are rodents, right? So they probably need the same type of food, maybe?
Back again? But
I would just feel better if somebody ate it and it wasn't going to waste.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help.
I'll do a little experiment and leave a little bit out for the squirrels and see if they like it. And that way, if Momo decides he's going to waste it again, I can just, if the squirrels like it, then I'll feel less bad about wasting it.
I heard you're working on some kind of mystery. I'd like to meet the sap that hired you.
It's not nuts, so they probably won't.
Keep talking, Cocoa Boy. But one of these days, I'm gonna deliver you a left hook and teach you some manners.
Yeah, you're all talk, tough guy. You got something on your mind, spill it.
Is that why you said you were gonna leave? Hello? Are you going to bed early tonight? Tomorrow's when you're what? Oh, right. Wednesday? Right. Well, if it's too late, we don't have to. I mean, I don't want to be. Okay. I was trying to. Wait, it didn't? I was trying to. Words. I was trying to finish my sweater. I only have like 3 rainbows left, but I figured I could maybe finish it while we were playing the game. This is this is fresh. Okay, thank you. I thought he was gonna refuse to eat even the brand new stuff. He started liking it better when it's like the consistency of water and he just like laps it up, which I don't particularly like because then it gets all over his face. But you know, as long as he's eating, then I at least know that he's not dehydrated. But that's what I discovered yesterday. I couldn't get him to eat all day until I made him fresh food that was also much thinner than he usually eats. Maybe he just likes variety in his textures. He got like because he was eating it when it was mostly dry, and then he was eating it when it was like halfway in between, like a paste, and then like a sludge, and now like a melted smoothie. But at least he's gobbling it up again like he used to. He's also started, throwing out half his pellets, which there are nothing wrong with. He just will take one bite out of them and then throw them away. Very frustrating. He's just he's just a brat. I hope that his tooth isn't starting to hurt again. That's the only thing. But he should have a doctor appointment soon. I can't remember exactly what day it is, but it's sometime next month. What is that noise? Okay, there's just a little bit left.
Well, look, I appreciate the gesture, but
Oh, come on. Just eat. There's just a little bit more. Just eat it. Please. I don't want to throw more away.
How's your case?
There you go.
Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's. No thanks. Yeah, I've
Because, yeah, he started doing that thing where he was throwing out a bunch of his pellets and refusing to eat them right before his tooth, like his gums started swelling. So
And if you're here for chocolate, you're out of luck.
I'm a little worried about that, but... Are you still there? Oh, man. No worries. Oh, like, since it didn't save? Well, in that case, I'll go get a glass of water. Well, you showed the letter or whatever to what's
Who do you think you're kidding, Clint? This whole place is obviously a chocolate laundering operation.
I'll tell you what, you run your business and I'll run mine. Then we'll all be happy.
Louis told me that you might be able to help me out. Louis told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you make of this.
Let's see. Oh yeah, here it is. The cheese
Yeah?
factory is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jesus, I tell Louis I went to Tijuana a couple times and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo?
what does Pantera mean anyway? Oh, I can hear my voice. Hello, YouTube. I'll just Google Pantera, so if anyone watches this, I'll seem less like an idiot. Ooh, there's a lot of...
there, wife. You hungry? Just baked a tasty shepherd's pie.
Really not hungry because I just had a couple of smokes.
You know, if you ate here, I remember this scarf.
What now? I've seen this scarf before. A girl came by here wearing it. Oh, I wish I could help you.
What can I... I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name. She was real pretty.
Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus. He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo. I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo.
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should... This must be the back. It's all locked up. This antenna isn't busted. I might be able to
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
Well, I just came through the door over yonder. Heard your piano playing. Sounded mighty fine. Mighty fine.
Look, spare me the phony accent. I don't know how you got in here, but we're closed. And even if we were open, this is a private club, and I know you don't have a membership.
Yeah, but I figured, I live right next door, and that makes us neighbors. Figured we could have a little chat and, well, maybe we get to know each other a little better, and who knows.
What's that smell?
Well, I don't know, but you sound awfully stuffed up, and I'm out of hankies. Why don't you clean it out with this scarf?
Where'd you get this?
Down at Sears. But you're out of luck, pal, because I snagged the last one.
I happen to know who this belongs to. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mutant. Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo.
How can I help you, Mike? Yeah, I've heard from. Leach is the guy who opened the club. Big fella. Got a real hearty appetite. I don't know anything else about her.
With my luck, the cross...
Good Lord, Murphy.
Oh, it's this case I'm working on.
I don't know how you make a living as a PI. As a matter of fact, I just received a large number of reference books from an estate. If I'm not mistaken, one of the books was titled Yucatec Made Easy. You can buy it if you'd like, $30.
Well, I hope my new purchase will help me out.
No. Next question. How should I know who that is? Oh,
What now? Chelsea's a nice girl.
Oh, Chelsea's not at the newsstand. That's strange. I wonder if she's at her apartment. If Louis was right, this book should help me figure out what the letter says. This gate opens up to the alley behind the Golden Gate Hotel.
And he proclaimed in a mighty voice, "Woe be unto ye, eaters of flesh! Cursed are those who partake of the sausage patties and links and sizzling bacon."
I've heard about Crazy
Cry
Gary,
for
but we've never
forgiveness, ye
formally
ingesters
met.
of honey-baked
He appears
ham
occasionally in
and
some
all
nook
other
of Chandler
manner of
Avenue,
bread.
ranting wildly like a space-age Moses strung out on Demerol and bad scotch.
You! No, not you, the one in the hat. Have you not come to be healed?
No. Actually, I was wondering if you knew where I could get some nice prime rib.
Blasphemer! Know you not the effects of the vile grub that rots within your digestive tract?
So I ate 3 chili cheese dogs today for lunch. I don't see that's any of your business.
The lunch of the damned! Those who worship at the altar of beef, veal, and poultry shall reap the vengeance of atherosclerosis!
Arthur who?
Atherosclerosis, the clogging of the arteries, the horrible fate that awaits the ingesters of oleaginous matter.
all right. Meat's out. I suppose the next thing to go is booze.
Ah, then you too are an imbiber of the blessed potations. Which do you prefer, rum or vodka?
Bourbon, actually.
I, myself, prefer a nice single malt scotch.
I like scotch. I like to ask questions. Are you in the mood to answer some?
I'm afraid not. My congregation awaits. Now go and eat meat no more.
Sounds like a bottle of good scotch might loosen up Crazy Gary's tongue. I heard that Sal Lucido, the former owner of the Slice of Heaven pizza parlor, kept a first-rate stash of illegally imported booze somewhere on the street. Another empty garbage. This is the shapely backside of the Golden Gate Hotel. The Golden Gate Hotel was shut down a couple of months ago. Turns out it's a big fire trap. I hear the owners are planning on gutting it and then fixing it up. Another standard issue section. Yeah, floors and stairs in here are all pretty dusty. Doesn't look as though anybody's been in here for a while. The boxes are all covered with dust. Passageway doesn't seem to have been used in quite a while. An ancient garbage can. The design doesn't seem to have changed much over the years. The box looks like it's empty. Yeah, old shipping boxes. It's a bottle of something. Yummy. 25-year-old scotch.
And he lifted his voice and prophesied, in those days they shall pervert the innocent pimento. The innocent pimento! By wrapping it in a loaf of luncheon meat. And it will be an abomination.
I happen to be in the middle of a very important sermon.
Yeah? There's nobody here.
That's where you're wrong, my friend. Now begone with you.
This won't take long. I just need to ask you a couple of things.
I cannot cast my pearls before swine. Now go and eat meat no more.
Well, that won't work.
I happen to be in the middle of a very...
This won't
I...
Well, I brought you an offering.
How may I assist you, O venerable giver of the precious potation? That appellation is foreign to me. I have been summoned by a greater power to preach against the forces of red meat and its kin. It is my calling in life, and I fear no man. A name with which I am totally unfamiliar. No? I saw this man but once, strolling along the thoroughfare. He appeared to drop an article of some sort. When he bent to retrieve it, I espied an object fall from his pocket. It turned out to be a key. You may indeed have the key, and I wish you luck in locating the poor man. I have seen the warehouse, but have never entered therein. Your taste in Scotch is unquestionable. For that fact alone, I can bear the stench of digesting meat emanating from your every pore. Ah, the lovely creature who administers at the local newsstand. A sweet flower. That nefarious parasite! His very livelihood subsists on polluting the intestines of all the inhabitants in our fair locality. I have waged war upon him and his ilk, and only one of us will live to tell the tale. Psycho preacher! That's what the foul little man calls me. A curse be upon his pancreas. Now there is a man of insight. He eats no meat. Of course, he eats nothing but chocolate. That appellation is... The cretin is a veritable slaughterhouse. If he approaches to within eyesight, I fairly retch from the foul odor. A name with... No. I am unable... A name... No.
That doesn't seem to... Sheesh. The way my luck's been going, this will probably be my next apartment. What's this? It's a crate, with Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side. I'll need to move it out of that tight corner before I can open it. These are either oxygen tanks or artillery shells.
Arr, well, shiver me timbers. It's a pirate's chest.
Sword looks pretty sharp. It's probably the reason for the peg leg.
Arr, a peg leg.
I hope all the prosthetic devices didn't belong to the same pirate. That's a nasty hook. You can put an eye out with that thing.
Well, blow me down. It's a Lucky Pierre signature souvenir pirate hat.
Must belong to the guy with the hook.
Arr, well.
Sheesh. That box looks like it's empty. This button must turn off the pulley system. This button must turn on. This button probably lowers stuff. This panel must operate the crane. Looks like the button. This button. The slots on the trolley are lined up with the ring on top of Malloy's crate. Now I just need to find something to connect them with. Well, the hook appears ready for action. Looks like that ought to do the trick. No sense wasting my time playing with this thing anymore. Looks like something fell out of Malloy's crate. What's this? Plains of Nazca. I don't see any airplanes. Set of encyclopedias. They look heavy. It's a rug or a wall hanging. This stored gear looks like surveyor's equipment. Malloy must have been a pretty versatile guy. Coit Tower was one of the few San Francisco landmarks that survived World War III fully intact.
Hello, Mr. Murphy. How are your efforts progressing?
I have a few leads. Called to see if you could give me some additional information.
I'll be happy to tell you anything I know. The name is new to me.
Whatever's on the end of this power box must be out of commission. This gauge is as dead as my love life. I don't make a policy against these security keypads. I don't make This door is to This must be the back. It's all locked up. Dumpster smells like... This rusted water tower looks like it hasn't been used since Rook was born.
Hey, what can I do for you, Murph?
Well, this is certainly an interesting design. I wonder what type of symbols these are.
Crazy Gary's trying to start some kind of feud with me. Says I'm killing all my customers with my food. Good thing no one takes him too serious. No thanks. No.
What now, Murphy? I don't want that. I don't want that.
I've known Lieutenant Mac Malden for years, and occasionally we help each other out. Like a few months ago, when I gave Mac a tip on finding Rusty the Clown's body in the funhouse down the street from the Ritz.
Well, as I live and breathe, it isn't Tex Murphy, my little PI pal.
Hello, Mac. I see your midlife crisis is coming along nicely.
Yeah, I know. Got a new look to go with my new attitude. This ponytail drives women wild. You wouldn't believe what someone will do to get out of paying a parking ticket.
San Francisco's finest. Speaking of which, I understand they gave you Cop of the Month.
Cop of the month. Whoop-de-doo. I got a monogrammed nightstick and an all-you-can-eat dinner at Jolly John's House of Grub. Though I do suppose I owe you one for helping me find Rusty's remains at the funhouse. So what do you want? Don't know anything about him. You think I know everyone in this town? Don't know anything about him. You think I know Don't know anything? You think I know No can do. We found Rusty's remains in there thanks to your tip. Sure was good to close a case on a damn clown. I'm not sure who owns the place now, but I still got the key. Sure. After the tip you gave me, I suppose the least I can do is loan you the key. Don't know anything about him. I'm doing just fine. Now that Joanne's left me, it's like a whole new, beautiful world. You think I know Don't know anything? You think I know everyone? I met him when we were investigating the pawn shop robberies. Seemed like a decent guy. Louis makes the best chili in town. Unfortunately, it doesn't fit in with my new low-fat, high-fiber diet. Sorry. You're not my type, if that's what you're asking.
Well, Mac gave me the key to open the cop lock, but he didn't tell me how to deactivate it. Oh well. I'll just have to figure it out. The 4 nodes on the left have to link up with the 4 nodes on the right. The connections can't intersect or the cop lock resets. Well, Rusty's door is always open. To me, anyway. Looks like some local hooligans have been in here. An impressive selection of masks and wigs, designed to suit your every mood. An impressive selection. Rusty's armory of plastic weapons. Kids don't play with these anymore. Well, why should they when they can have the real thing? This sink must have been used for developing photos. Not much use for it now that there's no developing equipment. Empty cardboard boxes. Empty cardboard boxes. I wonder what this pedal-looking thing does. Right about the time Grandpa started wearing Huggies, I used to switch one of these for his real dentures. A lot of good memories here. It's an old newspaper with Mac Malden named Policeman of the Week. Must have been a real slow week at the precinct. Man, this fake doggy-doo looks real enough to step in. Man, this fake stuff looks so real. It'll make a great gag. Can you imagine the look on somebody's face when I... Hey, wait a second. Oh, sick! Those police dogs were in here. Sorry, Mac, but first things first. Oh, now here's a classic. Fake vomit. This comes in handy when you don't want people taking the seat beside you. I wonder why Rusty would keep this copy machine hidden. Unless he was using it to... I don't even want to think about that. I once broke up with a girlfriend over a whoopee cushion. Literally. Ah, rubber chickens. They make me think of Grandma's rubber chicken pot pies. There's a door built into these bricks. This ladder leads to the roof of the funhouse. Well, I'm surprised this skylight hasn't had all the panes busted out. I could use a cooling unit like this in my office. Ilo's too cheap to put in air conditioning. I'd think this rickety water tower hadn't been used in years, except for the shiny new padlock on the tower door. Looks like a Meister lock. Top of the line, they're uncuttable and unbreakable. Without the padlock key, there's no way to get inside that water tower. Well, I won't be able to get into the water tower without a key. When I get to Chelsea's apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me.
Hi. You're just a little late, aren't you?
Why wouldn't you just tell the truth?
Okay, I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
It's not what you think, Chelsea. I was working on this case and I got jumped by someone. I was out cold the whole time I was supposed to be here.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
Jeez, Chelsea, give me some credit. If I were lying, I'd come up with a much better excuse.
And why should I believe you?
Well, feel my head. This lump is either the place where I got hit or I sprouted a brain tumor the size of a tennis ball.
Ooh. Are you okay?
Oh, I won't be doing any headbutting for a while. But other than that, I'll be fine. In fact, I was thinking we might go out for a couple of glasses of pain reliever.
I could use a little drink myself. Unfortunately, I'm out of everything. Where should we go?
Well, how about the Fuchsia Flamingo?
Funny you should mention that place. I just got a membership there last week, and I've been wanting to try it out.
I wait for Chelsea to get gussied up, and then we fly down to the Flamingo. Chelsea's in a sunny mood, and I'm relieved that she's forgiven me for standing her up. Gus Leach meets us at the door. He greets Chelsea warmly, then gives me a less than neighborly look. Maybe he'd be friendlier if I were wearing a sexy black dress like Chelsea has on, but probably not.
So what do you think?
This place shows a complete lack of taste. $25 to check my coat and hat. I like it, though.
I think it's great. But then, of course, I've always been attracted to blatant tackiness.
Should I take that personally?
Take it any way you like. Do you remember yesterday I told you I had something I wanted to tell you?
Yeah.
Well, lately I've been thinking more about us.
How many drinks should I have before I hear this? 4? 5?
I have to admit, up until a couple of weeks ago, I thought you were just another smug and sensitive bag of male hormones. I couldn't even figure out why I was attracted to you. Until I decided it was just another misguided response and me feeling like I was getting old.
Well, stop. I'm blushing.
But now that I've gotten to know you better, underneath it all, I realize that you're a really decent guy. And like I always said, I've always been attracted to you. In a rugged, lost boy sort of a way.
Let me get this straight. All I've had to do is wait until you've turned 30.
Turning 30 has just made me consider what's important. Do you know what I mean?
I guess so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment for this evening. Now, please give a warm welcome for luscious Lucy Love.
Now that little item looks familiar. It's the brooch and scarf I found in Malloy's room. Leach must have returned it to its rightful owner, I guess. Nice to meet you, Emily.
Simple thoughts and dirty love takes a pounding from above.
You were married before, right? You never talk about it.
Well, it was more like the Inquisition than a marriage. People tell me to go to hell. I tell them I've already been there.
Well, would you ever try it again? I mean, with someone new.
Boy, Louie was right. This girl is a knockout. Maybe a little heavy on the makeup, but still, whoa. Man, I gotta find a way to ask her some questions about her boyfriend, Malloy. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I came in. Maybe Chelsea could distract Leach for a minute, and then I could... No. She probably wouldn't understand why I wanted to meet Emily in her room.
Paging Mr. Murphy, do I need to repeat the question?
Huh? No. You were talking about marriage. Would I do it again?
Well...
Simple thoughts and dirty love.
Yeah, I might if I thought it was the right thing to do.
Pounding from above. Getting caught on stormy nights. Naughty drinks and pillow fights.
Malloy must be some kind of dynamo if he can handle her.
This body of mine.
I'm gonna have to make my move pretty soon.
This body of mine.
As soon as Leach gives me an opening, I'll slip up to her room.
Tex, it's not polite to stare, especially at other women.
No, it's not like that, Chelsea. This woman might be tied to a case that I'm working on. I hope I get a chance to talk to her tonight.
So that's why you suggested that we come here tonight, right? You used me to get in here so that you could follow some damn lead?
Well, not for some damn lead. I wanted to take you out for your birthday. I just figured I could kill two birds with one stone.
2 birds?
Allow me to rephrase that.
No, you're not talking your way out of this one. I can't believe I ever thought you were anything but a self-centered creep.
Give me a chance to explain.
No, you know what? I'm not interested in talking to you.
Listen.
I don't think this is gonna work. We're friends right now, and I just think we better leave it like that. Thanks.
Hey,
Don't even think about leaving without paying for the drinks.
why didn't you stop her? She owed half the tab.
Why don't you be a gentleman and pick up the tab?
Woman. Well, the bright side is now I don't have to explain to Chelsea why I'm going to make a break for Emily's room. I go back to the table and wait for Leach to be distracted. When my opportunity appears, I head towards the facilities, then hang a quick right and hurry up the stairs.
Come near me and I'll scream. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen, I have to get ready for my next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here? I've heard you can help people.
Well, I do my best.
You think you can help me?
Well, it depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, have you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, did you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo
down.
another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I seen the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leech. I keep thinking about Chelsea and the way we left things last night. Should I call her and apologize again? Let her cool off for a while. And maybe I've blown it with her for good. Small consolation is I got into the Flamingo, spoke to Emily, and have the note she gave me, which I'm hoping will give me a new lead to locating Malloy. Well, Emily Stalker was careful not to leave anything traceable on this note. The only distinctive thing about it is the black arrow symbol. I've had this jackknife ever since my Weeblos days. I've had this jackknife ever since my Weeblos days.